Ray Frankson, number 44, of the class of 1956, was a dynamic runner and an all-purpose halfback, playing 3 years of varsity football. He could return punts for touchdowns, catch long passes over his shoulder, and he was the Mr. Inside to Bill Dick's Mr. Outside for the 1955 team. Frankson had a unique upright running style, which allowed him to see the field better, and a Frankson cutback while in the open field was a thing of beauty. Frankson and Dick, along with backfield mates Hugh Brawley and Tom Hopkins, helped the 1955 Little Explorers win their first Catholic League championship in football and complete a perfect 10-0-0 season with a victory over Northeast Public High at Franklin Field for the city title. In that title game, Ray Frankson's opening play run, the 28 play, went for 58 yards and sealed the fate for the Archives of Northeast, as LaSalle upset the Public League champs 26-0. So when you think of LaSalle football, remember Ray Frankson, class of 1956. Ernie Barile, number 56, of the class of 2000, was a pocket-sized interior defensive lineman with a heart of a lion. Listed in the program as 5 foot 8 inches, 185 pounds, he excelled at his position with an intense blend of strength, quickness, passion, and a nose for the football. He was a mainstay on punt coverage, often getting down to make the initial hit on a ball carrier. His lateral pursuit surprised many a running back, as he often pulled down an opponent from behind. He was a 2-year starter on the marauding LaSalle defenses at the turn of the century, and was a great leader by example of perseverance, hustle, and the will to win. As a defensive lineman, he scored 2 touchdowns, one on a fumble return and one on an interception. Opponents may have scoffed at his small size, but Barile got the last laugh, as he was relentless on defense, playing a lot larger than he really was. So when you think of LaSalle football, remember Ernie Barile, class of 2000. Matt McGarity, number 17, of the class of 2012, was a triple threat quarterback. He could beat you with his arm, with his legs, and with his mind. A 2-year starter, McGarity was a winner from the beginning, as LaSalle defeated North Penn on opening day in his junior year. His LaSalle teams went 24-4 during his 2 years as starter, reaching the title game in Hershey in 2010 and the state semifinal game in 2011. Matt McGarity had a rocket of an arm and could gun the ball into tight windows. He threw the home run ball well, too, to favorite receivers like Colin Buckley and Sean Coleman, and he could float the ball in between defenders when required. McGarity's second weapon was his legs. He had great foot speed and used it to run north and south, often on quarterback draw plays, both planned and improvised. When in the open field, he was tough to catch and had several runs of over 50 yards. McGarity could also beat you with his brain, altering his thought process as he came to the line of scrimmage as he noticed certain defensive schemes. Matt McGarity was a great passing quarterback on two teams that featured a prodigious running game with the likes of Jamal Abdur-Rahman and Tim Wade. Most of all, he was a winner and played with a swagger and confidence that was noticeable to his teammates. So when you think of LaSalle football, remember Matt McGarity, class of 2012. Mike Vesey, number 33 of the class of 1977, was as tough as they come. A running back during an era of smash-mouth football where points were at a premium, Vesey could grind out the tough yards and could also break free for a score. He was a runner with a north-south mentality, yet he had the ability to catch passes from either the halfback or the slot position, and his yards after catch showed that he reverted to running back in a hurry. Mike Vesey was a 2-year starter, and at 6 foot even and 180 pounds, was the perfect running back size. He never shied away from contact, was a good blocker, and helped the 1976 team contend for a playoff spot that had eluded Coach Flannery for over 15 years. Vesey is spoken of in reverence by his teammates as a great football player and an even better man. So when you think of LaSalle football, remember Mike Vesey, class of 1977. Sean Saverio, number 11 of the class of 2007, played the position of assassin on defense. Part of two energetic and emotional defenses in the 2005 and 2006 seasons, Saverio's position of strong safety was more sniper than safety. He could stretch running plays out along the line of scrimmage and could shoot into backfields to generate tackles for a loss. He would blitz an unsuspecting quarterback from the blind side like a heat-seeking missile, and the results were often a fumble and a referee signal indicating it was LaSalle's ball. He also had the speed to drop back into pass coverage, and he corralled many an interception as the front man in deep coverage. Sean Saverio also seemed to save his best for the games against arch-rival St. Joe's Prep, striking from out of nowhere. He, along with his senior teammates, ended their LaSalle football careers with an improbable 14-7 upset victory over St. Joseph's in the 2006 Catholic League Championship game. Saverio was a safety an assassin, a sniper, and ultimately a champion. So when you think about LaSalle football, remember Sean Saverio, class of 2007.